What's up, folks? How are you doing? Welcome back to Football Digest Daily. My name is Nyash, and Kamaka, getting to serve you some footballing juice. Yeah, ukiwa nourished in terms of football. What has been happening the last couple of hours, maybe 48 hours, because I was last year on Wednesday. It's a Friday morning, beautiful one. I don't need to say more. Munaona tu, nakaa tu vizuri. All right. So since I was last year, so many things have happened. Some guys who are top of the table are now not top of the table anymore. I hope you enjoyed your stay on top of the table. Yeah. And I hope you enjoyed the January title, Premier League title that you have already won. Yo. All right. So some people have had to eat a humble pie since then. So it's quite interesting. So on Wednesday, we had some couple of games. We had Burnley taking on Aston Villa. A very interesting game, a game which I thought Aston Villa are going to win it because they were, I think, 1-0 up by halftime. So nilikuwa shanga, hey, Aston Villa wanachezanga poa. So I was goddamn sure they're going to win this one. Yo, walipigwa comeback. Walipigwa comeback na Burnley yenye hawajaiona. And of course, Burnley now will be buoyed by that. They have won 2 games in a row in games where you don't expect them to win. I mean, they won at Liverpool. First of all, you don't expect them to win there. Then they made a comeback against Aston Villa. Aston Villa wenye wamekuwa na a very good season, right? So making a comeback against them, it's not something small. Not too many people have done that, you know. As an Arsenal fan, I know that for sure. Yeah, so yes, Aston Villa walipigwa comeback. Burnley won the game 3-2. Very interesting to see that. And yeah, Aston Villa, I mean Burnley, they wanna move up slowly but surely. And thank you so much, Burnley. As an Arsenal fan, I'm totally grateful to you. You out of that win, we can now stay on top of the top half. No, you cannot stay on top, but do to cut off half. You know, to go bottom half, because this rhetorical bottom half, Arsenal, imeisha. Of course, there are some teams which have played less games than us, but it is what it is. Yeah. Then we also had Everton taking on Leicester City the same day, a game which was touted to be quite interesting. It was interesting, and believe you me, I think Everton could have won that game were it not for Pickford. Pickford is doing nini, and quite inconsistent. Pickford is the epitome of inconsistent goalkeepers. Yes, he's the epitome. So out of that, Leicester City were able to make a comeback, courtesy of Yuri Tielemans, and they drew that game 1-1. We had Brighton taking on Fulham the same day. They drew 0-0. Nothing much to talk about there. What else did we have? Chelsea taking on Wolves. Yeah, first game for Thomas Tuchel. And I saw the only positive thing they took from that game is some passes that they made. They made quite a number of. There's a tweet they made Chelsea on their handle. The way they're passing the ball, they're moving the ball forward and progressive, and that's all they're doing. Passing the ball. I mean, that's all people do on the football pitch. Passing the ball. So you can't make a tweet and say, oh, we did not win, but we passed the ball quite well. Really? There's nothing to be proud of in such a game. It's not like you're not passing the ball before. It's just that you are not scoring, and you did not score either. So, yeah. So, for Chelsea, of course, they are very excited by the fact that they were passing the ball. That is quite interesting for them, and passing the ball forward. Ni kama more often than not, ball inakuwa passed backwards. What is that to come and talk about? So the game ended 0-0. Not a very good way to start for Thomas Tuchel, who was saying actually that Frank Lampard alimpigia simu kumwisha all the best. He's unfazed by the whole issue of Chelsea sacking their managers after a very short time. I don't think he should not be faced by that. When you start off on a draw, Buddha, I understand Roman Abramovich already anasikia vibaya. Hauna title yet. Cheza game moja na hakuna title. Yeah, Abramovich atakangi kusikia hivyo, so Thomas Tuchel better watch his back. Yo, I'm loving throwing shit at Chelsea, man. I'm loving throwing shit at Chelsea. Then we had, of course, Sheffield United taking on Manchester United, a team that this season has won only once. Yeah, Sheffield United, they have been terrible. They have been rooted strongly at the bottom of the Premier League table. And the other team they had only beaten was Newcastle, who are struggling. So it's quite befitting that United so it's worthy to give them 3 points at Old Trafford. Played a very dull game. They were very poor defensively. And kwanza ya pili yenye ilifungwa nilikuwa like, oh, what the hell is this going on? What the hell is going on? As in the way they were clearing that ball, uko like, are you guys serious? Ya kwanza ilikuwa venye Digia alikia hiyo ball. Nilikuwa afikia kitu kayo na pura bana. Anapiga ni kana make a pass. Then it fell to which defender was that? You can Tuanzebe. And then the clearance was again poor. As in, I was like, surely these are not guys who are serious. And it kind of makes me want to draw back my words on United being title contenders. But yo, I will not be faced by that game. They were poor that game. It doesn't mean that they might not be contending for it. It doesn't mean that they would be playing the league like that throughout the season, the remaining number of fixtures. It doesn't mean that, but it means one thing for sure. United's defense needs sorting out. That is the one issue as a promotion their campaign this season. Their defense. Hiyo itawaangusha. Wakiendelea kucheza hivyo, watati. And it's not so good for United now because they might take 2 L's back to back because they're playing Arsenal on Saturday, tomorrow. And we all know what happens when Arsenal plays Manchester United in the Premier League. Rest assured, it will not be a W for Manchester United. It will not be a W for them. So, yeah, wanaweza kula L back to back. And now they're top of the table, they're out of the top of the table. Venye tu watu walisema. Ni kama when you see an elephant on top of a tree. Of course you'll be wondering, how the hell did this creature get there? But you can rest assured, it's not going to be there for long. And United washadunda. So, I don't think they'll be going back there. Manchester City are comfortably top with a game in hand. 1 point above United and they have a game in hand. So, you can almost give them 4 points above Manchester United with 40 points and Manchester City with 44. But they have 41 points. It is what it is. Alright? And the only issue about that game is the fact that Tuanzebe was racially abused. Him and Martial for their performances in that game. Yeah, Tuanzebe was poor, to be honest. But abusing him racially? Nah, man, it's just uncalled for. I don't understand how people always go for the race card when guys have poor performances. Does it change shit? I mean, you can criticize a player. It's okay. It's called for. I mean, he had a poor game, right? But abusing him racially? Nah. Ushenzi, man. Ushenzi tupu. I will never buy that for me. I will never buy abusing someone racially. It's totally uncalled for. I don't see the sense in it. But that's what happened to Tuanzebe. And I saw an article on Tuanzebe. Actually, a picture, yeah? An infograph. Did you need to see an infograph? I saw some tweet from ESPN talking about Tuanzebe and his trajectory in Manchester United. And I saw like he came to England when he came to England. He went to England when he was 4 years old from DR Congo. Was spotted by Manchester United when he was 9 years old. He captained his school to the English Nationals Cup. I think it's like how we see football tournaments or football competitions between high schools here. He went all the way to the finals when he was 11 years old. Crazy shit, right? He has captained Manchester United at every youth level that he has played in. Was a captain. He was the youngest player to ever captain Man United since doing Norman Who in 1985, if I'm not wrong. So he is quite a player for Manchester United. He's quite a guy who promises sometimes, and in the Kamu stuff he almost pleases to deceive, because he'll come one day he has a fantastic performance. Last season I think we let him walikuwa acheza na Mbappe when they won at PSG, Parc des Princes. I think he was one of the best players for Manchester United in that game. But that's what he does. And one good game against big guys, and then the other day not so much. So quite inconsistent. If you can build up on the consistency, that's something else, right? But yeah, it doesn't again guarantee anyone to abuse him racially. I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. But yeah, it is what it is. United are now not top of the Premier League table anymore. Yesterday we had Liverpool taking on Tottenham, a game which I thought actually like Tottenham will win. I thought Tottenham will win. I mean, Liverpool were going to the game without Fabinho, who was out. Of course, Matip came back, but they have been out of sorts lately. So I thought Tottenham were wakicheza fiti sana, especially when they're at home. Yeah, they are not totally playing well, but they know how to nick those W's, right? And they, of course, wanacheza low blocks and they hit you on the counter attack, which they are very effective in, right? So I thought they could do the same against Liverpool. Whoa, wapi. Hey, wamekujua jana. And actually yesterday Spurs were not being defensive in their play. I think maybe that's their undoing. And it's crazy. They took the L. They lost 3-1 courtesy of Alexander-Arnold, Sadio Mane, and who else? Is this Mo Salah? Yeah, I think Mo Salah. And I wish Mazen captain Mo Salah FPL, Joe. He captained Bruno and he did fuck all. So Liverpool won the game 3-1. They're back to winning ways. Now out of that, they are all the way up to 4th. In the Premier League standings, 4 points behind Manchester City. And that game was kind of bittersweet for Liverpool because they won 3-1, yes, that is very good. Of course, they're back to winning ways. They want to take the W, right? But they lost Joe Matip in an injury which Klopp said it's a bit serious. And now we are 4 days away from the transfer window, and maybe they'll have to go and sign a defender. And makes me wonder how they have not gone for a defender yet. As in Liverpool, how have they not gone for a defender yet? And we all know the problems ailing them. So Matip is out now. Maybe they'll go sign a defender between now and Monday, because that's when the transfer deadline is. We'll wait to see. Also for Spurs, it was not bittersweet. It was bitter. They took the L. Also, Harry Kane has been ruled out. He was substituted during halftime break, courtesy of an injury that he got, of which Mourinho was said is a bit serious. He might be missing for a few weeks for Spurs. So again, not very good for Spurs there. And I'm sure they're gonna miss him like crazy, because he's been their key player this season, without a doubt. Him and Son. Hey, jana walikuwa too out of sorts. Ka Son wakati Kane alitoka, Son sikumuona second half ka yote. There was nowhere to be seen, man. And yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, so we'll wait to see if Liverpool will go sign a defender and what's gonna be happening with Spurs as far as Kane is concerned, right? And now, like I said, Liverpool are now back into the top 4, and Spurs are dropping all the way to 6th. But they have a game in hand, of which if they win, they'll just go above one position up. They'll go to 5th. Manchester City now, they have the best defensive record in the Premier League, having conceded only 13 goals. Guess which team follows them in terms of having the best defensive record this season? Yeah, Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal has the second best defensive record in the Premier League this season. 20 games in and we have already conceded 20 goals. So near kila game bao moja. Not a bad record. We have that joint second best defensive record alongside Spurs, who have also conceded 20 goals. So yeah, that is quite good. That is quite good, to be honest. And as an Arsenal fan, I'm happy about that. I am. So transfers, yeah. So like I said, we are 4 days into transfer window. It shall be closing on Monday. Let's check out what has happened in the last 48 hours. Lingard has joined West Ham on a season-long loan. Well, half a season, so he's going there till maybe June on loan. West Ham have also activated Benrahma's loan deal. They have made it permanent now. So Benrahma is now permanently a West Ham player. I think he's been doing good. He has just not scored yet. I think that's the only bit that is remaining in his gameplay for West Ham. He'll score. That's for sure. Odegaard was announced by Arsenal finally. Martin Odegaard will be playing for Arsenal for the next 6 months from Real Madrid. Arsenal are also in talks to terminate Mustafi's contract. I can't wait for this to happen. And we're also looking for a left back. So we've looked at Ryan Bertrand. We've looked at another guy from Hibernia called Josh Doig, 18 years old. Analeta Shida kule Scotland. Mbaya sana natesa kutesa. And Jordan Amavi, another left back from Olympique de Marseille. Is also another guy we're looking at. Inter Milan, they are looking to make a swap deal with Roma for Dzeko and Sanchez. Sanchez amekuwa tu ni mswa kupigwa maswap deal kila mahali, you know. So kind of crazy that they are going for Dzeko. It doesn't make sense. Wakona Lukaku, who almost plays the same kind of gameplay. What's up with Dzeko? I don't get it. Chelsea apparently they want to sign a striker in the summer, and guess who they are being linked with? Yeah, Haaland. As in, Chelsea wakisign Haaland taogopa sasa. As in how? Of course, Chelsea have the chums, but I don't think Haaland will choose Chelsea over Real Madrid. I don't think so. They're also being linked with Alaba, again because of the money, but Alaba I think will be going to Real Madrid. I don't think they can be those guys to those signatures. Speaking of Real Madrid, apparently Luka Modric might be extending his contract there. He might be doing a contract renewal to stay at Santiago Bernabeu for some period of time. So that's something to watch out for. Like I said, this weekend is quite busy because transfer window inafungwa on Monday, so we'll be on the lookout for everything and anything that is worth talking about and worth the salt. All right, so today being Friday, tomorrow being Saturday, of course we have Matchweek 21 happening, so we shall be having Matchweek 21 Digest tonight live on Instagram from 8 p.m. featuring Ronald Matthews. Jesus, okay, I need to drink tea now. Featuring Ronald Matthews, ni mswa Man United. Weirdly, napata tu, like I said, wasa Man United wananisumbua sana, napata tu na wasa United. Crazy, but we shall be doing the live digest with him from 8 p.m. tonight. Because, of course, the biggest game on Matchweek 21 ni Arsenal versus Manchester United. So it's only fair nipatane na mswa United, and then we shall be linking up with other fans as we go on. Okay? So that's what it is. Don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. As always, take care, sanitize, and mask up.